Your mind is not your friend. It's an untrained superpower that's being used against you, making you feel stuck, anxious, and distracted. In this video, you will learn how to train it like a warrior. If you are ready to take back control and improve your English fluency, subscribe and turn on all notifications so you never miss a lesson on mastering your life. This is not just another video. This is a quiet, important moment. A turning point. A turning point for your life. A turning point in how you think. A turning point in how you use your greatest, most wonderful gift, your mind. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt that you are not good enough? Have you ever looked at your life and thought, why does it feel like I am stuck, while other people are moving ahead? Maybe you have tried to be better. You have tried to stay positive. You have tried to be focused. But no matter how hard you try, something always pulls you back. And the truth is, it is not your talent. It is not your body. It is not your money. It is not your environment. It is your mind. You see, we were never taught how to use our mind. We were never taught that our mind is not just for remembering things or for thinking thoughts. It is a tool. It is a great power. And when we do not know how to use this tool, it can sometimes turn against us. It can work in the wrong way. But not anymore. Because in this video, you are going to learn the truth. You will learn how your mind controls your reality. You will learn how to take back that control. And you will learn how to use your mind to build the life you truly deserve. This is going to be a very powerful, and I hope, a very helpful video for you. And not just that, it will also help you improve your English. Every word is explained in easy, clear English. So you can learn English while you also learn about your own life. This is for your success, and it is for your fluency, too. So please do not skip. Watch until the end. Maybe take some notes. Feel every word. And if this video makes you feel something, if it teaches you something helpful, perhaps you will subscribe to our channel. And maybe you can share it with someone you care about. That would be wonderful. Part 1. Your mind is a magnet. It attracts what you believe. Let me tell you a truth that school never taught you. Your mind is like a magnet. It does not attract what you want. It attracts what you truly believe. If you believe, deep down, I am not good enough, you will unconsciously, without knowing, push away compliments. You will not see opportunities. You might even push away good relationships. And you will, in the end, prove your belief to be true. Even if that belief is hurting you. If you believe that people cannot be trusted, you will start looking for signs of betrayal. You will feel defensive, like you need to protect yourself, even when no one is attacking you. And soon, your relationships might start to fall apart. Not because people are bad, but because your belief helped to create that reality. This is the power of the mind, and many people, sadly, are using it to make their lives harder. Think about this. When a magnet is placed near metal, it pulls the metal closer. But if you flip the magnet, it repels the metal. It pushes it away. Same magnet, different direction, different result. Your mind is the same. What you believe becomes your attraction or your rejection. If you believe you are weak, you will attract moments that make you feel weak. If you believe you are powerful, or at least that you are learning, you will attract challenges that help you grow your power. Let's take two students. Both have the same intelligence. Both are preparing for the same exam. But student A wakes up every morning saying, I am not smart. I always fail. And student B wakes up saying, I am learning every day. I am getting better. What happens? Student A gets nervous during the test. Their hands shake. They feel scared. They forget everything they studied. They fail. Student B breathes calmly. They take a slow, calm breath. They remember what they studied. They pass. Same brain. Same book. Different belief. Different outcome. It is not because they are lazy. It is not because they are unlucky. It is because they have repeated the wrong belief for so long that it became a truth inside their head. And once your brain believes something, it becomes your reality, even if it is hurting you. So, what is the solution? What can we do? We must change the magnet. You cannot live a powerful life with a powerless belief. You must clean your brain, your mind, every morning. Just like brushing your teeth, you have to clean your beliefs. Every morning, you can write or speak 3 powerful, new beliefs. 1. I am growing stronger every day. 2. My mind is working for me now. 3. I attract opportunities, peace, and strength. Say them with feeling. Not just like a whisper. Say them like you mean them. Say them like you are telling the universe, I am ready now. You do not have to believe it 100% at first. That is okay. You just have to say it enough times until your brain starts to believe it. Because your brain does not always care what is true. It cares what is repeated. And once a new belief is repeated, your magnet flips. Your world begins to change. Your energy changes. And you start to become the person you were always meant to be. Your mind is your magnet. Control the magnet, and you control your world. This is not just motivation. This is mental science. This is the first step to becoming unstoppable in the best way. Part 2. Train your mind like a warrior, or it will train you to be a victim. You were not born weak. You were not born afraid. You were not born overthinking, or insecure, or doubting yourself, or quitting. You were trained to be this way, by the world, by difficult times, by fear, by people who never knew how to train their own minds. So now, it is time to take it back. It is time to train your mind like a warrior, a peaceful warrior. Because here is a very important truth, a very serious one. If you do not train your mind every day, your mind will train you. It will train you to be a servant to your emotions, to your past, to your fears, to your pain, to your limits. But a warrior, a peaceful warrior, does not live like that. A warrior does not obey pain. A warrior trains with pain. A warrior uses pain like a gym and builds power from it. And you can too. Think of your mind like a muscle. If you do not train it, it becomes soft. It starts reacting to everything. Overthinking, worrying, quitting. Getting angry over very small things, doubting everything good. But when you train it every day, it becomes still. It becomes focused. It becomes strong and clear in the best way. A trained mind does not just react, it observes. A trained mind does not panic. It prepares. A trained mind does not run away from fear. It walks straight through it, with a calm breath. Let's take a real-life example. The Navy SEALs. They are some of the toughest soldiers in the world. Their training is not just about muscles, it is about mental strength. In one part of their training, they are dropped into very cold water at night. There is no light, no comfort. There is just fear, noise, and time. They are told nothing. They do not know how long they will be there. They are just told one thing: Stay calm. Most people panic in 5 minutes. They start shaking, breathing fast, thinking too much, wanting to escape. But the warriors, the ones who pass, what do? They slow their breath. They focus only on one thing. My mind belongs to me, not to fear. They do not fight the fear. They manage it. They train it. And that is exactly what you must learn to do in your life, with your thoughts, your stress, your future. So how do we train our mind like a warrior? Step 1. Before a warrior ever fights, they visualize. They see it in their mind. You must learn to do the same. Every morning, close your eyes for just 5 minutes. Picture yourself in a challenge, a real one, a situation that normally makes you feel weak or scared. Maybe you are nervous before speaking. Maybe you feel angry during an argument. Maybe you feel insecure in public. Or you are scared to try something new. Now, in that moment, in your mind, visualize yourself being calm, breathing slowly, confident, not reacting, not breaking. Why does this work? Because your brain does not know the difference between imagination and reality. When you practice strength in your mind, your brain remembers that pattern. Then, when the real moment comes, you do not panic. You perform. Step 2. Control your breathing equals control your brain. Your breath is like the remote control for your mind. When your breath is fast, your brain thinks, "Oh no, danger!" So it shuts down your focus and starts a stress response. When your breath is slow, your brain calms down. It focuses. It listens to you. Train this. When you feel anxious or angry or sad or scared, do not speak. Do not react. Do not run. Just pause and take this breath. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds and breathe out, slowly, for 6 seconds. Repeat this for 2 minutes. Do this every single day. This is not yoga. This is mental training. This is how warriors build mental armor. Step 3. Reject the first thought. Choose the second. A warrior does not believe every thought, because the first thought is often just fear, or a memory, or old pain, or an emotion. For example, someone insults you. Your first thought is to get angry, but your trained mind says, "Wait, that thought is just a reaction. I do not have to follow it." Someone rejects you. Your first thought is, "I am not good enough." But your trained mind says, "No, that is just an old belief. That is not the truth." This is training. Rejecting the weak thought and choosing the strong one. You do not need to control all your thoughts. That is impossible. You just need to choose which thought you feed, which one you give power to. Step 4. Say your power statement. Every time you feel weak. Every warrior has a mantra, a line they say again and again, especially when their mind starts to feel weak. You need your own. Here are some examples. I am not my emotions. I am the observer. This pain is training me. I respond. I do not react. My mind is mine. I am in charge. Say it out loud every morning. Say it every time you feel emotional. Say it every time you feel like quitting. Not just for motivation. You say it for mental alignment. So your brain knows, we do not obey weakness anymore. Imagine a wild horse. It is untrained. It is strong, but it is dangerous. It runs in every direction. It crashes into walls. It throws you off. That is your mind, untrained. But once you train it, that wild horse becomes a powerful friend. It takes you anywhere you want to go. Faster, stronger, focused, unstoppable. So train your mind, or your mind will make it very hard to build the life you want. You do not need to be a soldier to have a warrior mind. You just need to do the work. Practice breath control. Choose powerful thoughts. Visualize strength. Say your mantra. Observe before you react. Do this every day, and your mind will become your greatest weapon. Your greatest tool. A tool that protects your peace, your power, and your progress. Your mind is your superpower, but only when it is trained. That part about the first thought and the second thought is so important, isn't it? The first thought is so often fear, or anger, or sadness. And the second one, that is our strength. That is our choice. I am very curious. What is a time you felt that? When you felt a first thought of fear, but you chose a second thought of courage? Please, share your story in the comments. I would truly love to read it. Part 3. Stop feeding your mind mental junk, or you will starve your power. This is so important. You cannot grow a strong body by eating only junk food. You cannot build muscles on sugar, and chemicals, and soda, and simmer. You cannot grow a strong mind by feeding it garbage every day. Let that idea sink in. Let it sit in your mind for a moment. Most people are trying to build confidence, while feeding their mind insecurity. Most people are trying to stay calm, while feeding their brain noise, drama, and fear. Most people are trying to feel peace, while consuming things that are built to trigger anxiety. They want to be mentally powerful, but they feed their mind mental junk every single day. And then they wonder, why do I feel so tired? Why am I anxious? Why am I stuck? Why am I angry? Why do I feel lost? It is not a mystery. It is a habit, and it is hurting your mental power. Your mind becomes what you feed it. If you feed it junk, it becomes weak. If you feed it silence, strength, wisdom, and clarity, it becomes a fortress. A strong, safe place. But just like a body takes time to break down from fast food, your mind does not collapse overnight. It collapses quietly, over time, through tiny, invisible bites of negativity. And most people do not even know what they are feeding it, because the poison is disguised. It looks like entertainment. It looks like scrolling. It looks like catching up or relaxing. But you are not relaxing. You are rewiring your brain. You are training your brain to be distracted, addicted, reactive, confused, and unfocused. Let's break it down clearly. What is mental junk? It is scrolling, 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 endlessly, through negative news. It is watching content that promotes fear, or comparison, or drama, or violence, or toxicity. It is arguing with strangers on the internet. It is comparing your real life to someone's filtered, fake, perfect photo. It is gossip. It is endless loops of self-doubt in your head. It is repeating stories of pain that are over. It is listening to people who always talk about problems, but never solutions. It is consuming fast content. Short clips, dopamine hits, constant swipes. These things may feel normal, but they are not harmless. They are shaping your brain. You become what you consume. And if you consume confusion and chaos and noise, you will never build clarity, power, or peace. Let's compare two types of people. Person A, let's call it the busy mind. Person A wakes up and checks their phone instantly, scrolls social media for 30 minutes, watches drama, reels, memes, gets triggered by someone's comment, reads negative news. They feel overwhelmed, anxious, and lost, even before breakfast. And they say, "Why do I feel so stressed?" Person B, let's call it the calm mind. Person B wakes up and sits in silence for 5 minutes, just breathing. They write down one thing they are grateful for. They read one page from a powerful, good book. They do a quick stretch, or some breathing. They enter the day with intention, not with addiction. They feel calm, focused, and powerful. Same 24 hours, different inputs, different emotions, different life. Here is what starts happening, quietly, inside your brain when you consume too much junk. Your attention span shrinks. It gets shorter. Your anxiety increases. Your ability to think clearly weakens. Your confidence drops. Your ability to enjoy simple silence disappears. You start needing distraction just to feel normal. You feel tired, even after resting. You begin to crave noise because silence feels too uncomfortable. This is how most people are living today, not because they are weak, but because they are feeding their mind poison and calling it normal. You do not even need to go through a big trauma to feel broken. All you need is 3 hours a day of mental junk. It will break you down, slowly, without you even noticing. So, how do we stop feeding our mind junk? Here is a step-by-step mental cleanse. Step 1. Cut the first hour of consumption. The first hour of your day is your mental immune system. Protect it. Protect it like your life depends on it, because it does. Stop starting your day with news, notifications, social media, messages, emails, or drama. Instead, feed your mind clarity, gratitude. One powerful page from a good book, a journal line, like, "Today I choose peace." This is not a ritual. This is brain programming. What you feed your brain in the first hour decides how you feel for the rest of the day. Step 2. Limit fast content. Increase deep content. Fast content. Reels, shorts, 5-second memes, non-stop swiping. This trains your brain to seek dopamine, not depth. It seeks a quick hit. That is why reading a book feels hard. That is why sitting still feels boring. That is why focusing on one thing feels impossible. Your brain has been trained to snack, not to focus. We must retrain it. Start consuming slow, powerful content every day. 5 pages of a good book. 1 long-form video, like this one, that teaches you something. 1 real conversation with a friend, without checking your phone. Write 1 paragraph about your thoughts. You are not trying to be productive. You are trying to be present. That is power. Step 3. Replace 1 junk input with 1 powerful input. Do not try to quit everything at once. That is too hard. Just make 1 switch. Replace gossip with a motivational podcast. Replace social scrolling with journaling. Replace morning news with 10 minutes of silence. Replace toxic conversations with uplifting books. Replace music while you are walking with an English podcast or a life story. Small shifts create big changes. It is not about adding more to your day. It is about feeding your mind like a future warrior, not like a confused zombie. Step 4. Audit your circle. Who is feeding your mind? Sometimes it is not the phone, it is the people. Who do you talk to the most? Do they feed your mind with wisdom, courage, and ideas? Or do they feed your mind with complaints, fear, and gossip? Every conversation rewires your brain. So ask yourself, every day, who do I listen to? What am I becoming after talking to them? Am I growing? Or am I just reacting? This is not about being rude. This is about being intentional. This is about being careful. Your mind is your responsibility, not theirs. You do not have a broken mind. You have an overloaded one, a distracted one, a misfed one. But the good news is, you are the chef. You control the ingredients now. Start feeding your mind power, and it will produce power. Start feeding it clarity, and it will produce calm. Start feeding it discipline, and it will produce strength. Your mind is your superpower, but only if you stop poisoning it. Part 4. Program your focus, or you will lose it forever. You can have the strongest brain. You can have the best ideas. You can have the biggest dreams. But if you cannot focus, you will lose all of it. Because here is the painful truth. Your focus is being stolen every day, every hour, every second. It is being stolen by your phone, by noise, by social media, by people. And worst of all, by your own untrained mind. The world you live in today, it does not just want your money, it wants your attention. Because whoever controls your focus controls your future. If you do not learn how to take it back, you will scroll through your life without ever building anything real. Focus is not just concentration. It is not just working hard or trying to study. Focus is the ability to direct your thoughts where you want them to go. Focus is the ability to block out what does not matter. Focus is the ability to stay present when everything else is screaming for your attention. Focus is keeping your energy on your goals. Focus is building deep mental strength over time. Focus is a weapon, a powerful tool. But most people are too distracted to even hold it. You have been trained, we all have been trained, to multitask, to jump from screen to screen, to switch apps every 5 seconds, to check your phone 100 times a day, to avoid silence, to avoid boredom, to avoid thinking. And this is not an accident. You are being programmed to be distracted, to be emotionally weak, to need stimulation, to need noise, constantly, like an addict. And if you do not fight it, you will spend your life building other people's empires, while your own dreams collect dust. Let me show you how real this is. In Silicon Valley, there are companies worth billions of dollars. They hire psychologists, neuroscientists, and behavior experts just to design apps that steal your attention. They study what colors make you click, what sounds make you open the app, what timing makes you scroll longer, what notifications make you come back. They know how your brain works, and they are using it against you. Think about it. If you spend 4 hours a day scrolling random content, that is 1,460 hours a year. That is more than 60 full days of your year gone. And then you say, I do not have time to build my dream. No, you do have time. You have just been robbed, quietly. Your time has been given away. Here is what happens when you live without control over your attention. You forget why you started. You get tired without doing anything. You become emotionally reactive. You chase noise instead of purpose. You start things, but you never finish. You feel busy, but you make no progress. You feel guilty all the time. You begin to doubt yourself. You become mentally weak. This is not laziness. This is focus fatigue. Focus tiredness. You have trained your brain to constantly switch. So now, you cannot stay with anything long enough to grow. So, how do we program our focus? Here is a step-by-step system. Step 1. Cut the mental tabs. Your brain is like a computer browser, and most people have 50 tabs open, all the time. Thinking about a message, worrying about something 3 days ago, remembering a song, trying to reply to 4 people, checking Instagram, half reading an article, feeling guilty about being distracted. This is what ruins your clarity. To take back control, you must write it down. Close the tab. Create a mind dump notebook. Every time your mind gets distracted by a thought, oh, I must buy milk. I must email my boss. Write it down. This tells your brain, it's okay, we will not forget it. You do not have to keep this tab open. Once it is written, refocus. This one habit will give you mental peace in 7 days. Step 2. Master the 45 to 15 rule. Your brain cannot focus for 3 hours straight. It is not possible. But it can go deep, for short bursts. Set a timer. 45 minutes of full focus on one thing. Then, a 15-minute break. During those 45 minutes, no phone. No other tabs, no noise, no switching. Tell yourself, this 45 minutes is the most important thing in my life. This rewires your brain to go deeper, faster, better. And over time, you will get more done in 2 hours than most people do in 10. Step 3. Use the one task, one window rule. Here is a hard truth. If you multitask, you are not efficient. You are fractured, broken into pieces. Multitasking is a lie. You are not doing 3 things. You are doing one thing badly, then switching, then doing another thing badly, then switching again. And every switch comes with a cost. A cost in mental energy, in memory loss, in focus damage. Train this. One task equals one window. Close all other apps, all other tabs, all other distractions. Do one thing with 100% of your energy. This trains your brain to go deep, and that is where all greatness is built. Step 4. Protect your focus like it is sacred, like it is holy. Would you let strangers come into your house 100 times a day, shouting, interrupting, distracting you, leaving trash? No, of course not. Then why? Do you let notifications do that to your brain? Every ping, every buzz, every alert breaks your focus cycle, and it takes 23 minutes. 23 minutes to return to deep focus after just a single interruption. So do this. Turn off all non-essential notifications, all of them. Keep your phone in another room while you are working. Tell people, I will respond later. I am focusing now. Create sacred, holy focus hours every day, where no one can interrupt you. This is not about being rude. This is about being powerful. Step 5. Train boredom tolerance. If you cannot sit in silence for 5 minutes, with no phone, you are already a prisoner of distraction. The world has trained your brain to run from boredom. Quick, check your phone! Feel something! But boredom is the gateway to focus. It is the door. Every day, sit still for 5 minutes. No phone, no music, no scrolling, just silence. Let your thoughts come. Let them pass. This is mental strength training. The stronger your boredom muscle becomes, the deeper your focus will become. Your life is built by your focus, and if you do not protect it, you will lose everything meaningful. Your goals do not need more effort, they need more attention. Attention on the right actions, attention on your energy, attention on your thoughts, attention on your dreams. You do not need 10 more hacks or tricks. You need 10 times more focus. Because your mind is your superpower, but only when you take control of where it looks and what it ignores. We have talked about training our mind, and now we have talked about focus. But who is the person who is focusing? Who are you? Our next part is about identity, about the story we tell ourselves. It is, perhaps, the most important part of all. If you are finding this journey helpful, and you want to be here for the next part, and for all our future stories, please take a moment to subscribe. It means you won't miss what's next, and it helps our community grow. We would love to have you with us. Part 5. Use your mind to build a new identity, one thought at a time. Most people, they try to change their life by changing their actions. They say, "I'll start waking up early. I'll stop overthinking. I'll start working hard. I'll stop being lazy. I'll try to stay motivated." But no matter how many times they try, they always fall back. They fall back into old habits, old thinking, old patterns, old emotions. Why? Why does this happen? Because they are trying to change their behavior without changing their identity. And here is the truth. Your actions will always return to your identity. If you believe you are a procrastinator, you will keep delaying. If you believe you are shy, you will keep avoiding. If you believe you are broken, you will keep finding ways to break everything good. So, do not just try to change your habits. Change the person who is doing them. Change the identity, and everything else will follow. What is identity? Identity is not just your name. It is not your age, your job, or your personality. Your identity is the story you tell yourself about who you are. And that story controls everything. It controls how you speak to yourself, what you think you deserve, what you avoid, what you expect, what you tolerate, what you never try, what you attract, what you become. If your story is small, your life will be small, even if your dreams are big. And that is why most people fail before they even start. Because their mind is stuck in an old identity they never chose, but they still believe. You were not born thinking you are weak. You were not born thinking you are ugly, or stupid, or anxious, or worthless. You were not born with overthinking. You were not born with a fear of judgment. You were not born feeling less than. Someone gave that identity to you. Someone taught you that story. A teacher, a parent, a bully, a friend, a breakup, a failure, a moment of pain that repeated in your mind again and again until it became a part of you. But here is the powerful truth. If someone else programmed that identity, you can reprogram it. You can uninstall it. You can replace it. You can build something new, brick by brick, thought by thought. Your mind is not a cage. It is a construction site. It is a garden. And you are the builder. You are the gardener. Now, Let's imagine a man. He is standing inside a small, invisible circle. He wants to move forward. He wants to explore. He wants to succeed. But every time he walks forward, he hits something. He does not see a wall, but it is there. He cannot explain it. He just feels stuck. Now imagine this invisible wall is his identity, his thoughts, his beliefs, his fears, his self-image. Unless he changes what he believes about himself, that invisible wall will trap him for the rest of his life. And that is exactly what happens to millions of people. They keep trying new things, but they are walking in circles inside the same old identity. The only way out is to break that identity and build a new one with your own hands. How to build a new entity. Step-by-step inner reconstruction. Step 1. Name the old identity. Do not hide from it. You cannot change what you are afraid to admit. So, grab a notebook and write the name of the identity that has been controlling you. Example: I always ruin things. I'm not good at relationships. I am lazy. I overthink everything. I always give up. I'm not confident enough. I can't focus. I don't deserve success. People don't respect me. Be brutally honest. Be very, very honest with yourself, because these are not just beliefs. They are chains, and once you name them, you can break them. Step 2. Ask, where did this come from? Do not ask, is it true? Stop asking, is it true? Because your brain will always say yes. You have believed it for too long. Ask this instead. Where did this come from? Whose voice is this in my head? Is this my voice, or is this something I was told? This is how you separate yourself from the identity. You are not the voice. You are the one who hears it. Step 3. Design a new identity, not just a new habit. Now flip the script. Write a new story. If the old story was, I always quit when things get hard, the new identity becomes, I am the type of person who finishes what I start, no matter what. If the old story was, I am not confident, the new identity becomes, I am the type of person who speaks with calm power, even when I am nervous. If the old story was, I always get anxious in public, the new identity becomes, I am the type of person who feels calm and focused, even in a crowd. Do not just write affirmations. Write identity statements, short, powerful, and personal. Then, say it. Every day. Before you sleep. After you wake up. Again, and again, and again, until your brain believes it. Because that is all identity is. It is a repeated story. So now, repeat the stories that serve your future. Step 4. Take tiny actions to prove it. A new identity is not built through motivation. It is built through evidence, proof. If you say, I am the type of person who respects my time, then respect your time today. Say no to one distraction. If you say, I am the type of person who stays calm under pressure, then practice your breathing when you feel anxious. Every small action is a vote for your new identity, and the more votes you give it, the stronger it becomes. You do not have to become a different person overnight. You just have to act like that person for 10 minutes a day. That is how warriors are made. That is how confidence is built. That is how your mind becomes your power. You are not stuck. You are just still living inside an identity that no longer fits who you want to be. You do not have to fix the old you. You do not have to keep healing or overthinking or explaining. You just have to start building a new version. With your thoughts, your language, your actions, and your focus. Identity is not a personality. It is not just how you are. It is a program, and your mind is the operating system. So, update it, rewrite it, rebuild it. Because when your identity changes, your life will follow. Not slowly, not someday, but right now. Part 6. Protect your power. Every single day, you have come a long way. You have learned how your mind is your magnet. You have learned how to train your thoughts like a warrior. You have learned to stop feeding it junk. You have taken control of your focus. You have started building a new identity, one belief at a time. But here is the final truth, the one no one tells you. The world will still try to test you. Even after all this work, even after all your growth, even after all your inner victories, because the world does not stop. It still has distractions. It still has noise. It still has people who doubt you. It still has moments that shake your peace. And if you do not protect your power, you will slowly lose everything you have built. Not all at once, but slowly, silently, until one day you look in the mirror and say, "Why do I feel like I am back where I started? Back at zero?" That is why this part is not a conclusion. It is a ritual. It is a daily promise, a daily commitment, to make sure you never lose the power you have created inside your mind. Here are the 6 daily guards, the 6 daily protections for your mental power. 1. Protect your mornings like sacred ground, like a holy place. Your morning is your foundation, and you cannot build a strong mind on a weak start. If you begin your day with noise and reaction, you give your power away before you even begin. So, protect the first 60 minutes of your day. Protect it like your life depends on it, because it does. No social media, no messages, no comparing, no reaction. Instead, sit with silence. Speak one powerful sentence aloud. I control my mind, not the world. Write down one intention. Today, I will respond with strength, not with emotion. This is not self-help. This is mental armor. A calm mind in the morning becomes an unstoppable, peaceful force by the night. 2. Use the 3-sentence rule every time you get triggered. You will get emotional. You will feel low. You will feel small. That is human. But power is not about never falling. Power is about not staying there. So the moment you feel overwhelmed, whenever someone hurts you, or disrespects you, or life just feels like too much, use the 3-sentence rule. 1. This emotion is not who I am. It is just passing through. 2. I control my reaction, not them. 3. I have trained too hard to give away my peace for free. This one rule can save your entire day, your entire progress, your entire transformation. Because power is not built in comfort. It is built in the moments when you refuse to go back to your old self. 3. Do one identity anchor. Anchor action. Every day. Your new identity needs evidence. It needs proof. You must give it one small action every day to keep it alive. An identity anchor is a small habit that connects you to the new version of yourself. Examples: reading one page of a powerful book, saying your mantra aloud in the mirror, writing your goals in the present tense, I am, moving your body even when you are tired, saying no to one distraction, meditating for 5 minutes, finishing something you start. These are not big things, they are anchors, and you only need one anchor a day to stay rooted, to stay strong in your new identity. Without anchors, your growth will just float away. With anchors, you become unshakable. 4. Set a daily, no matter what standard. Most people live by emotion. They say, I'll do it, if I feel like it. I'll try, if I'm not too tired. I'll work on my goal, if I have time. This mindset destroys all progress. So, set one small thing that you do every single day, no matter what. Even if you are tired, even if you are sad, even if it is raining, even if you are heartbroken. One thing. I write for 10 minutes, no matter what. I stretch for 5 minutes, no matter what. I speak 1 minute of English aloud, no matter what. I plan my day before touching my phone, no matter what. I do not complain. I solve, no matter what. You do this, not for the result. You do it for the discipline, for the identity, for the power it keeps alive inside you. Because power does not come from doing easy things. It comes from doing the right thing, even when it is hard. 5. Build a mental reset routine. When you slip, you will fall. You will break your routine. You will miss a day. You will have bad weeks. You are human. But the mistake is not falling. The mistake is staying down. The mistake is saying, I failed. I'll start again. Someday. No. Create a reset ritual. A simple 10-minute routine that brings you back right away when you slip. It can be this. Sit in silence for 2 minutes. Write down, where did I fall? Why? Forgive yourself. Out loud. It's okay. I am human. Well, speak your new identity again. I am the type of person who... Take one small action that proves you are back. This is how you protect your progress. You do not let it disappear. You reclaim it. And that is what makes you powerful. 6. End every day with one question. Before you sleep, ask yourself this. Did I protect my mind today, or did I give it away? This question will rewire your brain. It will make you aware. It will make you honest. And it will make you stronger. Every single night. Because your power does not need to be perfect. It just needs to be protected. Every single day. Your mind is the most powerful tool you will ever hold. And most people, they never realize what they are holding. They let it run wild. They let it obey fear. They let it follow the noise. And they spend their whole life wondering, why? Why do I feel like I am never enough? But not you. Not anymore. You have seen the truth. You have done the work. You have built the foundation. Now, protect it. Protect your mornings. Protect your beliefs. Protect your identity. Protect your power. Because power is not loud. It is quiet. It is daily. It is built in the small choices that no one else sees. And when you protect that power long enough, you do not just feel different. You become unrecognizable. You become the version of yourself you always felt deep inside, but you never knew how to find. Now, you do. And the world will try to pull you back, but you will not go. Because now you know, your mind is your superpower, and no one can take it from you, unless you give it away. Listen to me. I'm not here to motivate you. Not really. I am here to tell you something. Something I truly believe. You have so much power. And I see people wasting it. Every single day. Every time you scroll. Every time you choose distraction. Every time you break a promise to yourself. Every time you say, I'll start tomorrow. Every time you lie to yourself and call it self-care. You are not just wasting time. You are delaying the wonderful, strong, unstoppable person you can be. And you think, it's okay. It doesn't matter. But it does matter. Because no one is coming to save you. No one is going to hold your hand and drag you out of your mental chaos. No one is going to knock on your door and say, hey, it's your time now. It is already your time. You just keep running from it. But let me tell you something. You will not get this moment again. You will not get this year again. And if you do not use your mind now, one day, you are going to wake up. 35, 40, 50 years old. And ask yourself, what did I do with my life? Please, do not let that happen. Because you are not weak. You are not stupid. You are not broken. You are just untrained. You have trained your brain to be comfortable, not powerful, to react, not respond, to quit, not rise, to scroll, not build. And now, you are here, right here, at this exact moment, watching this video, feeling something. Wake up inside you. Please, do not ignore it this time. You already know what needs to be done. So go and do it. Not tomorrow, not later, now. Use your mind. Train it. Protect it, or be prepared to spend the rest of your life watching other people live the life you were meant to create. The choice is yours. But I am telling you, you do not get forever. You are so much stronger than you know. And I believe in you. If you are serious about changing your life, please hit subscribe. Stay on this journey with us. And that's where our journey concludes for today. This was a real journey, wasn't it? I am so curious to hear your take on it all. What were your final thoughts? Do you have any lingering questions about why a certain step is important? Or about any of the ideas? Please, leave all your opinions, your theories, and your questions below. I truly love reading them and building this wonderful conversation with all of you.